Hello, party people. Why did I start it like that? Anyway, this is like right after the recording session. I am tired. I am tired as fuck. If I said anything in the video that sounded like it didn't make sense, it most likely made sense. I just worded it really weirdly because I'm really tired right now. I should have recorded this earlier, but that's besides the point. Point is, I'm tired. If there's anything in the video that I said that sounded weird, it's because of that. Hell, man, you can check my description. I even said it myself, like in the first sentence or whatever, the first paragraph or whatever. But yeah, I'm tired. Tired, nigga. Anyway, enjoy the video. To all men out there, please, never, ever take dating advice from a woman, specifically when it comes to approaching another man or another woman. Why? Because they've never been rejected. They've never had to be rejected. This goes out to all those females out there who do these things as well. They don't have the experience, or they just don't have the knowledge in general of being rejected. They don't. It's because they never want to be rejected. They never have to be rejected. Now, they may reject someone first, but then that person will reject them back. But it doesn't sting at all because they already did the deed. For women, they constantly do it. You know, when a woman comes into a room, she can point around, and if her finger is pointing towards a man, it can make that man, and it usually makes that man think he quite possibly has a chance with her. But that's not what it's like for men. Hence why we don't go around pointing our fingers around people in rooms, because we'll look like idiots. It doesn't work like that for us. If a woman ever tells a man what they do to get men to take a hint, it's usually just them manipulating the man to approach them even more. And, you know, that's usually the part where the woman either immediately shoots them down, allows them to come over and have a chance, and then immediately shoots them down right after that, or they let the man try and see what he can do with his hooping skills. Yes, men can manipulate too, but the difference lies in the fact that we've been through this rejection tale. Holy shit, I just spit a lot. We've been through this rejection tale time and time again. So we actually have the right information and the right knowledge about it. Almost always, who approaches first, specifically? Who slides into the DMs first? Who approaches first? Who asks the question first? In almost all these situations, it's the guy. Why? I don't fucking know. But I'll try to explain it as best as I possibly can in this video. Yeah, we can be manipulative sometimes, but at least we're a more reliable source when it comes to getting this information than women, because we've gone through it. We've done it ourselves, all right? Most of the women out there, they've never gone through it, so they won't give out the right information. Or they'll give out information, but they won't know how to properly word it, or they just make it sound like shit, honestly. You know, yeah, it'll be different from person to person. However, it may be different from person to person, but at least it is a reliable and credible source of information that you can get relayed to you. You know, most women don't realize it or don't want to realize it because it's so damn beneficial to them. Just, if you think about it, if everyone had the power that a woman does when she walks into a room to find a partner, if everyone had that sort of power, it would be exponentially, it would be terribly abused, because we'd all know, I bet I could get this person, and, you know, it would just be a shit show. Well, you don't know, but yeah, it would be a shit show. It'd be terrible. If we all had that power, it would get abused so damn hard. And there would be so many broken relationships, so many destroyed marriages, so many fucked up situations that people get in just from looking at each other. It'd be terrible. Just imagine for like half a moment that you had the power that a woman has when she steps into a room and just looks around. Just understand that when you have that sort of power, your potential for finding a partner skyrockets out of the fucking cosmos. See how strange it is? If everyone had that, it would just be chaotic. Unfortunately and thankfully, women have it. So that's a relief in some. Women only have it. So that's a relief in some aspect. Understand what it may feel like to get rejected. They constantly do it to us, and that's why they don't want to do it. That's why they don't want to get rejected. All right. They don't reject. Fuck. They don't approach us because they constantly reject us, and they see what that does, or they're just not comfortable with doing it, you know, which is understandable. It's okay to be afraid of rejection, but in situations like this, please don't go around giving out, you know, dating advice, specifically when it comes to approaching others, especially when you have never personally experienced it. Don't go around speaking it like it's don't go around speaking it like it's facts. Just don't. It's not helping anybody. The rejection leaves us broken. It leaves us shattered, man. It leaves us absolutely mortified. It leaves us depressingly unhappy. And women never have to go through it because they don't want to get rejected. I know it's not all females out there. And to that basically non-existent amount of you out there who do approach, I applaud your courage. I applaud your bravery for getting rejected once and continuing to get rejected. Because you honestly deserve a golden award. The rest of you ain't shit. The rest of you don't do it. And it fucks with us. The idea that men should constantly take charge and approach women has to change. Not only to help men, not only to benefit men, but also benefit women. Because they don't get rejected, their emotional wall never gets strengthened from it. It never gets strengthened from it. Hence why it hurts females so much more when they get rejected. It would benefit both of us because, one, we wouldn't have to constantly do it anymore. And two, not only would it boost the compassion when it comes to rejecting others, but it'll also boost the care when it comes to rejecting others. Most of the time, females aren't compassionate when it comes to rejecting others. They aren't careful when it comes to, they're very careless with it. They'll be like, ew, no, get away from me, or no, or just something that leaves a really tart and sour distaste in a guy's mouth after he approaches and gets rejected. Like, it's terrible. It'll not only help them become more compassionate with their rejections, but also give them, more thought to how careful they're being when they reject somebody. Hell, man, this could be a dude's 42nd time getting rejected in this day. I don't know how this nigga got rejected that many times, but it could be that many times. And you just, your little instance broke him. It left him distraught. I don't even know how to say it. I do know how to spell that, but it's a weird word to say for me. It's just women, when you do this, when you come to give advice to men, specifically in approaching, please, for the love of God, if you ain't did it, don't give out that advice. Don't. It's not going to help me. It's most likely going to make my situation worse. And not only that, but I don't want to listen to you ramble on about how to do something when you've never done it. It's not going to help me in any scenario.